Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day, everyone. We are honored to be here at Kolita 2025 to present our research title, From Local to Global English Language Conceptualization Among Minangkabau Generation Z. This study is a joint work by Renggi Frika, Novel Novriadi from UIN Imam Bonjol Padang, and Israel Naskah from Universitas Muhammadiyah Sumatera Barat. Next, for the Generation Z is a generation of digital natives, people who grow up with internet, smartphones, and global content. For many of them, English is not just a school subject. It's a daily tool shaped by TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and even online games. In our context, the Minangkabau youth, this generation faces a unique situation. They are caught between maintaining strong traditional values and engaging in a globalized English-speaking world. Our study explores how they conceptualize English, not just as a language, but as a symbol, a tool, and even part of who they are. For the theoretical framework, mm, we use cultural conceptualization theory by Sarifian, 2017, which says that language reflects cultural schemas and collective knowledge. In this theory, language is not only a system of grammar and vocabulary, it's shaped by cultural experiences, social interaction, and values. It also considers language as a part of inactive connection, how people think and act based on their cultural understanding. In this theory helps us understand how Gen Z Minangkabau youth construct meaning around English in their everyday life. So for the methodology, our research uses a descriptive qualitative approach following Creswell 2009. We selected 12 participants from both public and private universities in West Sumatra, ensuring a diversity of backgrounds. Data was collected through semi-structured interviews, so we could explore their thoughts deeply but still keep consistency. We analyzed the data thematically using NVivo 15, looking for patterns, key themes, and common language ideologies. Okay, next for the finding overview. Through analysis, we identify 4 key conceptualization of English among Minangkabau Gen Z. First, English as a social capital. Second, English as a professional language. Third, English as a symbol of identity. And fourth, English as a part of digital lifestyle. Okay, let's explore each of them in detail with example from the participant voices that will be explained by Novel Noviadri.
Okay, thank you very much. Let us begin with the first conceptualization, English as social capitals. For Minangkabau Gen Z, English is conceptualized as a gateway to the world. It is a language that connects them to international communities, both physically through travel and migration and digitally through media and online interactions. One participant says, bisa komunikasi jo bule, means we can communicate with foreigners. Another stated, bahasa Inggris membantu memahami berita luar negeri, reflecting how English enhances their access to global information. Some even link English with religious experience abroad, saying it is necessary to navigate multilingual space such as the Makkah. From this account, it is clear that English is not simply an academic subject, but a means of participation in global life. In this way, English becomes a form of social capital. It builds confidence, expands networks, and supports their aspirations to be internationally engaged. The second conceptualization is English as a professional language. This view reflects the increasing demand for English in the world of education and work. Many students express that English is a mandatory skill for career advancement, scholarship application, and university success. One participant remarked, untuk kerja, kuliah, dan beasiswa, semuanya perlu bahasa Inggris. Another edit, kalau bisa bahasa Inggris, itu nilai plus. Some participants like Dinda explicitly say that their target is to work abroad, which reinforces the idea that English is a tool for global mobility. Others mentioned that how English is used in academic writing, presentations, and publications, especially for those aiming to register for international programs like LPDP. In this sense, English becomes more than a classroom subject. It is seen as symbolic capital that boosts social status, employability, and competitiveness. For a society that values merantau as a part to success, English has become a key instrument for transformation, turning local youth into global actors. The third conceptualization is English as a symbol of self-identity. In these schemas, English is used to construct a sense of modern identity. Participants describe using English not only for academic or professional reasons, but also as a social statement, a way to appear modern, intelligent, or cool. As Susie said, paling dasar sih pengen keren, meaning that honestly, the main reason is to look cool. Author mentioned using English in casual conversations with friends or including it on their CVs or social media profiles. One student explained that their love of English started in the childhood through exposure to Western movies and songs, a cultural habits that shaped their self-perceptions. Another said that their mother began teaching them English even before school, showing how deeply rooted the association between English and identity can be. In this framework, English become part of performance of identity, where being global doesn't mean abandoning Minangkabau values, but integrating them in a more cosmopolitan sense of self. The final conceptualization is English as part of digital lifestyle. Today's youth life in a digital ecosystem, and English is everywhere in TikTok videos, YouTube tutorial, Instagram captions, Netflix series, and online games. As Dinda explains, nyanyi lagu Inggris atau main games dengan Inggris. English is a part of her leisure and entertainment. Another participant said that he learned English from YouTube or self-taught from YouTube as well, where learning feels natural, fun, and unpressured. Social media, especially short form platforms like TikTok, are favored because they present English in short and easy to digest format. Participants say that informal visual learning is often more effective than formal instruction in classrooms. Beyond learning, students also use English to comment, caption, and create content, forming what we call a digital persona that is global in orientation. In this way, English becomes part of their daily routine, their social expressions, and their learning strategy, blending language, media, and lifestyle into a seamless whole. From the four conceptualization we discussed, we can see that English holds multidimensional meaning for Gen Z of Minangkabau. The four cultural schemas about English language for Gen Z Minangkabau above are the result of interaction that occur in Minangkabau society, either with their fellow villagers or with outsiders, and they are an overview of cultural cognition of the community. Gen Z conceptualizations of English is influenced by anything that influences social changes in the society. The very real thing is the change in how English is taught and schools. And subsequent data shows that the influence of globalization is supported by the advancement of digital technology. Along with the development of English learning in Indonesia with the change of curriculum, the communicative learning approach is increasingly accepted and widely applied. Also, in practice, other approaches such as grammar translation method were also found, which were previously more popular. The acceptance and success of communicative learning is certainly related to the influence of globalization and development of digital technology. This is in accordance with the Steinberg and Sierra say that language learning is influenced by psychological factors, social factors, motivations, and attitude. The social change happen in these areas. The communicative approach focuses more on communicative goals and on experience and teaching grammar inductively. This situation is supported by social changes in Indonesian society, in this case Minangkabau, which shape technology in learning and community accessibility, particularly among Gen Z for more practical use of English as presented on social media. Next.
Okay, so to conclude, this research reveals how Minangkabau Generation Z conceptualizes English in a rapidly globalizing and digitizing world. Their understanding of English is shaped by culture, aspiration, and digital habits. English is viewed not only as a foreign language, but as a social connector, a professional necessity, a symbol of modern identity, and a natural part of daily digital life. This perspective represents a cultural transformation in progress, where English is no longer seen as external but increasingly internalized and redefined by local meaning. So thank you for your attention. We hope this presentation provide valuable insight into the role of English in shaping identity, opportunity, and cultural expression among Minangkabau youth. We also hope it opens the door for further research, particularly in local contexts across Indonesia, where language and culture continue to interact dynamically. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.